Welcome in. Thank you everyone for being here. We're back on CalmLands with the 200 horsepower challenge, and we have a couple of cow barns we built last time that we've got to fill up. We're so busy building out these cow barns and setting all this stuff up and setting up the roads and auto drive and all that kind of stuff that we totally forgot to do some stuff up there into the field. So way up at the top of the field, we have we're still cleaning off the straw from that last field, so we need to turn over that other field today. We also need to make some food for our cows, so we need to be able to mix some TMR. We're gonna have to come down here with the water, fill up the water, and we have a grass field to mow. We got plenty to do today. Not really exciting stuff, we've done it all before, and a lot of it's going to be done by workers, but we'll have to jump in and catch along. So yeah, this grass field is definitely ready to mow. We'll have to get to that in a minute. In the meantime, as you can see, you see that straw kind of off in the distance? Let's run through this forest here. Yep, straw still needs to be picked up, and I believe it's already being picked up by the worker who is mysteriously... Where'd he go? Where'd that worker go? Or map. Where's the worker? He should be doing something. Oh, he's delivering up here. No, that's... let's try that one. Where is the worker? Let's tab over, find out where he is. Oh, so the workers now delivers what I wanted, actually. The workers over here at the field, at our new forage depot, which is going to be making our TMR. He's delivering the straw over there. If we head over to that forage depot, this is actually a mod of my own that I tried to get released onto Mod Hub, that they didn't like it because it's, you know, it's basically the same silo as before, just recolored. But apparently it has some straw in it. So we're delivering straw. We need to also deliver grass and silage and whatnot over to this building to be able to make TMR. But that's my building. I really like the color of it. I love how it shines in this light. That's pretty silly, right? Anyways, let's head up to the farm. Actually, let's get into our swather. So we do have a field to mow, a rather big field, and all of our old courses for this field are no longer valid, right? That's not the course for the swather anymore. But all of our courses for that grass field don't include the new corner of the grass field that we added on last time. So we're going to have to create new courses, which is not a problem. It's pretty easy to do. We're just going to have to head over here and create them. In the meantime, while we're creating the course, I just wanted to say sorry, honestly. We've had a bit of a hiccup over here at Gaming Joy HQ, and I got sick, and I just haven't been feeling very motivated to be recording. I haven't had it in me, and so I've kind of let the recordings and the gameplay kind of go by the wayside over the past couple weeks. I'm really sorry for that. We're getting back into it today. But a lot of the other people, that everyone else is still continuing on this 200 horsepower challenge, and everyone else is doing amazing. So hats off to all of the other 25-ish creators who are doing this challenge. You guys are doing amazing. I love seeing it, and it actually helps me and makes me feel really great about this challenge and what we're doing. To see everyone else continuing to soldier on and be strong and make great content. So great job, everyone, and sorry for everyone who is watching me and is missing out because I haven't been making anything. I do want to catch up. We're here on episode 11, and let's get our swather going. Now, I still like doing this swather, is this kind of not manual but not manual process, right? Where I have... That's the wrong. Let's make that course again. Create job. Oh, you know what? We're on the prefer courses thing. Where's that setting? So what happened was it created a course based on the custom field boundary, and I actually wanted to create a course based on the not custom field boundary. So we have to go over here and I'm like not seeing it. Prefer. Gosh. So we have to come in here into this menu and we have to click on this one right here. Prefer custom fields. We want that deactivated. I like to save every time I change a setting just to make sure that setting saves. And then we need to recreate our course because the course we created was inset based on the inner boundary of our field, not the outer boundary. Pretty simple, but it does make a little bit of a difference. As you can see, now our course is sticking out a little bit, which means it's going to overhang the edge, which is what we want. So we're going to get this guy going here and continue on. Now he's going to work on mowing this entire field. We'll come back and do this kind of pseudo manual. So I'll use courseplay to mow the whole field with our swather. And then I'll come back manually and actually pick up the bales myself. Or I'll bale it myself and have someone following me, picking up the bales and delivering myself. For whatever reason, I actually like that side of the process. It's enjoyable to me. This is going to take an hour 23 to do. So let's go find some other stuff to do. Let's jump out here and check on our crops. So we do have some sugar beets growing. Growth stage 4 out of 7. Good. This is our sorghum. We're going to have to do all kinds of stuff to that today. Corn is 3 out of 6. Doing great. This is going to be one heck of a field once it's ready. I can see it now. It's going to be insane. And then our poplar, which is on growth stage 3 out of 13. So somewhere around episode 20, we're going to be harvesting this. It's going to take a while. So no need to check on it every time. Anyways, since we have 2 courses running, it makes sense to get a 3rd one going. Or maybe do something ourselves. So let's check in on our delivery system. So our delivery system has been delivering stuff here and there. Let's turn off the barley flour. That one's done, apparently. No more hay silage. We're still making grass silage. We have lots of silage in storage. But we don't have any grass, so we're going to have to be filling that up today. The forage depot actually can make its own silage. So instead of delivering to one of our fermenters today, we should be delivering to the forage depot so that we can make both the hay and the silage that we need to make TMR. So anything else that's in these places can just be sold. And let's make some money. I'd love to get a new tractor. So let's go ahead and tell this guy to get back to work. So if we sit him back over here, we're going to do this. We're going to pick up at Zorch's fermenter. Go to the BGA fermenter tip. And silage. Whoops. Silage. Go. So he can go back to work. He's just going to do his delivery loops. That's pretty good. If we actually look at the fermenter is empty. So it doesn't have any silage. And it's got lots of digestate stored up. So we can probably sell that soon. Sell some methane. We don't have any way to sell the methane. We could just sell it directly if we wanted to. Is there a place to sell methane? Let's look. I don't even know. Methane. Ooh, Nelly. You can sell it. These are backwards, I think. Because this is the buying column. Like if I wanted to sell flour, the map is buying. The map is buying or selling. So it's just backwards. So this is what the map is buying it for. This is what the map is selling it for. So I always found that that's pretty confusing. But we would need a trailer to move the methane. And I I don't know if we have one. So we'll have to figure that out. So what can we do in the meantime? We can't start. Yeah, we can. Let's get this guy. We're going to get this guy over here on our mulcher. Oh, that's not a mulcher. It's a roller right now. Oh, let's fix it. I love this. Is like one of my favorite things. And this is one that I don't know if this is, you call this cheating or whatever, but the ability to edit your equipment right here in the field where that equipment is probably one of my favorite mods. It's probably one of my like top 5-ish mods that I use all the time. That's the mobile vehicle workshop mod, which basically lets you just walk up to a machine, hit the letter N on the keyboard because I use PC, and just be able to edit stuff, make changes to your equipment, fix equipment, whatever. So then this field needs to get mulched, but it can't be mulched yet because we still have a course running on it. So he can wait here. This guy is doing that. And let's get another one of our tankers or our trucks. And I'm not sure if we can use the water tanker with this. We're going to find out in a second. I think it's there. There you go. We're going to run over the... Totally ran over that thing. I could have moved it if I really wanted to. Oh, look. It magically stayed upright. Oh, that's funny. Let's go put this back. Sorry about the super strength there. I just got to get it out of the way. Alright, so we're going to go get some water for our cows. Now, we did have a water thing here earlier, but I got rid of it because we don't need it for that. And I don't remember whether or not the river you can, or the lake. I think the lake and the river, you can use both of them to fill up with water. But we're going to go find out right now and go down to the river to fill up with water for the animals. Love how the trailer kind of drifts. Fish tails. These little vehicles are so fun. And so we're jumping over here to the river and filling up. See if it fills up. Yes, it fills up. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to get to working on this. Getting these 2 cow pens filled up with water. It's probably going to take a few trips. And while we have those other jobs running, and I'll loop back with you in a few minutes when all of that's said and done and we can move on to whatever's next. Be right back. So I'm back up here at the farm, and we're heading back down to... Whoa. I need to calm down my driving a little. We're heading back down to the cow barns with a load of hay pellets. Now, I don't actually know if hay pellets are going to be accepted as... Sorry, these are straw pellets. I don't know if straw pellets are going to be accepted as straw, just like bedding. I think they do, but I don't know for sure. So we're going to go find out together. I did fill up with the water. It took forever. I've been sitting here for like literally 45 minutes, just circling back and forth to the river, picking up water to fill these barns. They take a lot of water. a lot of water. That's okay. We're not going to get a ton of cows right away. We're going to let them totally do head-on collisions with our own vehicles. I did not intend to do that. We're gonna totally just, let the breed over time. It's not like we really want 500 cows right away, like we did in our last playthrough when we used these barns on Split Mountain Ranch. Let's show our UI and empty. And if I'm lucky, it's going to be... No. That looks kind of dumb. It does take straw. Apparently. It's taking straw pellets. And you can kind of see over here on the left side. We can jump over there and watch it fill. This is where you see it fill. Right? So this is the straw level for the farm. It shows up in this ring. And I think it shows up in this ring over here as well. So that's where you see the straw plane between those two rings. Which is actually kind of cool. Technically, because straw pellets are like a 4 straw to 1 pellet, I should be getting 4 times as much. Is it just me, or is that pouring really, really slow? Oh my goodness. Look how slow that thing is tipping. Oh my gosh, we're going to be here forever. Let's try doing a rear tip. How do I adjust the tip side? No. No. You. Tip side back. There we go. Let's see if tip side back does any better. Hopefully. Because I was emptying out really slowly. I think that's faster. I can't tell. Maybe not. That's like the slowest emptying I've ever seen. So I don't know if that's the trailer's problem or like the building's problem. But anyway, we have straw being delivered off that field into our forage depot for making TMR. We have straw pellets coming in here to fill up these rings. So I will do 1 trailer for each ring. Maybe do another load and do 2 trailers. Maybe. We got plenty more to make. And then we got to finish mowing. And then we have to deliver some silage and grass down here. We'll get that from the mowing process. Let's go over here and check out the mowing process, see how that's going. You can see my little menu down on the left. You can see all the workers that I have running right now. Oh, look, mowing is actually almost done. So this mowing shouldn't take too much longer. And we do have a little bit of extra grass that we can mow at some point. We still own the rest of this piece of plot 29. Like this piece up to this corner, basically up to this little thing here. We own this area here. So we'll probably mow that also just to get extra grass for our cows. But that's kind of it. Let's see how our trailers are doing. I bet you these guys are full. No, this guy's still going. Storage is empty in this fermenter, so you're done. We're going to go deliver this silage over to our forage depot so it can get started right away on making TMR, because I want to get cows by the end of this episode. That's the goal here, is cows by the end. And lots of baling and delivering of grass and yada yada. It's fun, isn't it? Yeah, it's super fun. All right, so we're gonna come over here, deliver the silage over our forage depot. I hope these things tip a little bit faster than those other trailers. Something tells me there's a bug in those other trailers and they're just set up to tip at like 200 liters per second or something dumb. Whoa, fishtailing like crazy. That's what happens when you drive across the field at 120 kilometers an hour. No brakes. No brakes. See, this is why I get AI workers to do the job. Because when I do it, I mess it up. Totally mess it up. There we go. That was painful. All right, I got that unstuck. And let's dump the silage in. And there. Where's the tip point? Okay. Maybe these are, I think these are left tip. Here we go. See, there we go. That's a proper tip speed. Why do I always have to fix broken mods just to play my game? Seriously? I don't want to have to fix other people's broken stuff just to be able to play a game. Let's go see if our straw pellets are done tipping. It's probably still going. Oh no, it's done. Look at that. It finished. And I'm going to do both trailer loads. No. You. No. Whatever. I'm just gonna let it sit. And then let's tab up and see how our other worker is doing with his straw picking up. So he's doing pretty good. He only got a couple more rows left. Nice. So that guy's going good. Our swathing mower is doing really good. And still tipping. This guy should start delivering from Bruce's fermenter instead of Zorch's fermenter. And we're going to have him deliver to... Cow barns. There it is. Oh. South Farm? Where did I put the... I don't know where it is. We're just going to have him keep going where he was going. So BGA, fermenter tip. And then go. Nope, that's not the right course. Go. Alright, perfect. So we're going to let that guy fill up our fermenter with some silage. We're going to have to get the equipment over to the other field for doing baling and collecting some of that grass, which we should do right away. So first step for the grass work is this guy is our baler. So we're going to use this for the baler. That's the one we'll use for the baler because it has good speed. And then that one who's still tipping straw pellets. That's the vehicle we're supposed to use for the trailer, but maybe we just go bale. Let's just go bale. Get the baling done. The trailer can catch up later once the straw pellets are done. We're gonna actually have this guy. Oh, causing a traffic accident. All right, I'll be back when I jump over and get the baler ready and start baling. Be back in just a second. And now we're back over at our field doing my favorite task of the world, which is going to be mowing or baling, and then letting the follower pick it up. I am using my customized version of this baler, which is going to be released hopefully soon, or something similar, and just to speed up the pickup process just a little bit. Kind of works like Mark Thor's quick bale, where it just picks up a little bit wider than normal. But then we got this whole field to do, which is insane. So much grass. And once the... what's that called? Swather? Once the swather's done, we'll go up there and actually mow some more. Probably mow around the verges in between the fields. Get as much grass as we can, because that's how I roll. Constantly just mowing everything whenever I can, because, you know, it's just free money on the field or something. But anyway, we'll actually probably end up delivering about half of this grass to the forage depot, half of it to the other silage depots, and just kind of spread it out just so everyone can be all of the different places that produce silage can all be working at the same time, just so we can keep moving forward. And this is why I use this tractor pulling this baler, because when you start going up this hill, I mean, this isn't that bad of a hill, but this is the only tractor that can actually keep moving. The other ones just stall out. But that's kind of par of the course for this map. Now we're probably not going to buy another tractor right away. We do have one more vehicle purchase to get in the very near future, which is going to be a forage wagon for the corn once it's ready in 3 months, or 2 months. In 2 months, we're going to silage some of the corn. Well, we're going to forage harvest some of the corn into chaff, put it into our fermenting utilities, and then some of it we're actually going to harvest. And then the part that we do harvest as corn, we're actually going to put into a corn dryer. And I don't know where the corn dryer is going to go yet, but that's going to be the next thing we add on here. So I'm excited about that. It'll be something new, something different, something I've actually never used. I watched Rusty using it on this same challenge, which is where I got the idea to actually plant corn and also use that specific corn dryer, which is going to be the Polish corn dryer. But as you can see, we've got deliveries happening. So not sure why that delivery guy is delivering there. Yeah, I'm not sure what that guy's doing. Is he circling around from over here, going all the way around this field just to deliver? I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him. That guy seems like he's going off the rails. He's making some very strange decisions with his pathing. Like, what is... Hold on. Hold, please. What is he doing? That guy right there, what is he doing? Why is he going all the way around this field with empty... I'm not sure I want to know, in all honesty. Why is this guy completely stopped? What are you doing? No, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, yes, it is, actually. So he's permanently waiting at the waypoint. Let's go get him back to where he needs to be. Unfold. Because we still have to pick up the rest of the straw. And we must have stopped right here. So when you're doing this kind of pickup thing where you come to a waypoint and you're running both a course, it's basically running a course by course and then switching to auto drive to do the rest of the work for delivering. Sometimes when you're restarting the course after like exiting out of the game and coming back, which is what I did, you need to go into the courseplay course, get the courseplay course going, and then the courseplay course will then automatically kick over to the auto drive course. Much easier. That's just how it works. Or that's what I found works the best. Anyways, back to baling. As long as this guy is doing his job. Now, where's he saying to go? BGA fermenter tip. Okay, well, he's going to the right place. All right, and then we have a good amount of straw in here. Our straw pellets are being delivered properly. That's good. We can send him back to the West Farm entrance. And we can get back to baling. Oh, do you like the little shed I put here? So right next to our carpentry, we put a shed for our hudig and our forestry stuff. Pretty cool, right? And then that's the dairy for the sheep milk, which we still have to actually deliver stuff to. Wait, no, that's not the dairy. That's the donut place. So we still have 2 more buildings to put down. We have to put down the corn dryer and the sheep dairy. I might put the sheep dairy up here on the hill. That might be a good idea. We'll have to see. But right now, I'm going to get back to baling. Just here for the baling. And we'll do a quick little zip, zip, zip time lapse of a little bit of the baling. It does take quite a long time, and I'm sure you don't want to see all of it. But we're going to continue baling until the swather finishes, and then we're going to jump over to the swather and do a little bit of swathing cleanup. So I'm going to jump back with you when we're back in the swather and mowing the rest of the grass that needs to be mowed. When we're finished up, and now we get to mow the tail of our field, or the last piece of free field that we haven't done anything with yet. Emphasis on the yet. But we're gonna mow this grass. Obviously, a little bit more grass is not gonna is not gonna hurt anything. And we would like to upgrade those tractors. So I think the plan right now is those 2 Fiats we got relatively cheap in a sale from the store. We're probably gonna swap those out for a pair of JCBs. There are a couple JCBs that do fit within the 200 horsepower requirement, just barely. And so we're probably going to switch over to those just to give us a little bit more speed. And fast tracks running around here, which sounds like a little bit better than a power shift manual transmission that can't get out of its own way. So I think we're going to switch over to something a little bit faster. Because we are going big. We are going big with all these fields. I mean, look at what we see. We see these massive, massive fields, and sticking with this current manual transmissions is, in all honesty, is painful. It's very painful. And it's getting on my nerves just a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and mow this little piece of field. Let's zip through it and get on to the next thing. And just like that, we're done. Yay! We could probably get some of the more of the verges and stuff like that, but honestly, that takes a lot of effort to not only mow, but also clean up. So I'll probably just save that for another time. And just take the swath her home, I guess. I don't know, I'm just going to put her over here on the side of the field, get out of the way for now. Imagine how big this field's going to be once we can go down to the river. Like, finish this field and get all of this. It's going to be great. We'll get there eventually, but not right now. Right now, turn this guy off of follow mode, and we're going to head down to our forage depot and drop off a second load of grass. This should be enough. If we look, we got 39 bales here at 65,000 liters per bale, or 6,500 liters per bale. So a lot. Whatever that number is, I don't know. Whatever that number is how much we got, which is good. That'll, and then when we get to the forage depot, we're going to go ahead and turn on a lot of stuff. So let's, to actually stop in time, we have to stop really far away. Okay. I love how the fact that the brilliant modder who made that made the input bale trigger so big to actually allow it to take a whole trailer at once. Such a smart thing to do. So smart. Turn that one off. Turn that one off. Forage depot. We're going to turn on grass silage, hay drying, and TMR. So it's making silage because we only put in a little bit. It's going to be making hay, and then that hay is automatically going to be used to make silage. So I'm sorry, to make total mixed ration. So eventually we should fill this up with total mixed ration, which is great once it runs for a little while. So hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be able to have enough food to feed our cows and actually buy some cows. So that'll be fun. But for right now, I'm going to get back to baling. I got this whole huge field to bale. I got the one next to it to bale. Lots. Whoa. I did it again. Lots more baling to do. I'll jump back in when I'm done, and we'll continue on. Oh, actually, before I go do the baling, let's get a worker working. What I mean by that is we need to get the worker on the sorghum field. Start getting ready for that field to go to its next stage. And what is going on here? Okay. Everybody is traffic jamming. Wonderful. I can barely keep up with the number of tractors and things we have going on now. How am I going to keep up with it when, you know, we have more fields and more harvests going on? I don't even know. Nope. This guy. This guy, he can barely move when it's running. Alright, I think I've got enough. Oh my gosh, this is painful. I think I've gotten enough straw off this field. I don't think this extra 10 liters is really going to make a difference. So let's get down here to the forage depot, deliver this straw, and then we can start this guy off mulching this field and getting it turned over. I think we're going to go ahead and plant another I'm sorry. We have plenty of grass. We're going to go ahead and use this field for our cereal crops. So we're going to go ahead and plant another crop that makes flour, and one that we can get straw off of, because we're going to need the straw for the cows and the TMR, and to continue with our straw pellet production and all that kind of stuff. So we do need to keep producing straw, and the flour is kind of just a side effect. So we haven't done, we've not done. We did wheat. We've done barley. No, we haven't done wheat yet. We did sorghum, barley. Let's do wheat next time. We haven't done wheat yet. I don't think. And then we'll continue forward. Let's go down here and dump this off and then head back up and start mulching. All right, we're over here. We're going to roll. And I actually just realized that that field right there, the really, really big field, is already wheat. So that's wheat. And that's all straw. So what do we do here? I don't know. Let's do something different. Sunflowers? Yeah, let's do sunflowers in this field and see what happens. I don't know. Whatever. Let's do sunflowers in here. I got no plans, just kind of winging it. We're going to do sunflowers next. And this guy's going to take forever to roll this field. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump over and do some more baling. I don't think you can follow if the engine's off, which is kind of weird. Maybe he's not behind enough. The follow me mod is a little bit weird sometimes and how it works. And I'm gonna just go ahead and try to do it. There we go. And go. All right, well, I'm gonna head over here, finish baling this field and doing a little bit more legit baling than I did on the outside borders. So I'm just going to go up and down like this. Oops. I'm getting a swath that the baler could pretty much pick up like normal and go from there. I'll catch you guys back up in a few minutes when I'm done with this side of things when I'm done with this side of things and maybe when we start planting that field that is currently going to take forever to mulch. So as you can see, we got like 5 or 6 workers going. I'm effectively using my workers and we'll see where that takes us. I'll be back. Don't you worry. This is painful. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Like when he's going uphill, it's super slow. It slows down to like nothing. This is why I was saying we need a new tractor. And it's not really that we need a new tractor for more power. Like we're going to get something that has almost the same power. Everything we're getting here is like in the right up to close to 200 horsepower. But the transmission on those Fiats is just, it's painful when it comes to hills and stuff like that. We really need a good CVT transmission, something with a little bit more oomph. You know what I mean? As you can see, if we look over the hill, we're about 2/3 done picking up all the grass, maybe 3/4 done. We've got all of the fermenters rocking and rolling, and we're slowing down to 6 kilometers an hour, trying to get over just a little teeny tiny hill to be able to plant some sunflowers. This is great. This is going to take a while. So maybe if I get lucky, maybe we can buy another tractor. I don't know. Let's look right now. I haven't actually looked. So let's look. Sale. Not the one we want is in the sale. That never happens, right? Let's go in here. I don't remember how much it is. It is going to be this one, actually. And we don't have enough yet. It's already at 162 and we have 149. So maybe the next time something sells, we're going to get this one as our first one. 160, 195 is what we're going to get. We can't go up to the next setting, which is at 230. So we're just going to get the 3200. I've used this tractor before. This one is actually really, really nice. And of course, because it's me, it can be black. By the way, if you guys have seen the green color is actually a JCB color. Most people don't know that. JCB green is actually a JCB color. And actually, JCB piloted a program. Actually, why am I coloring it anymore? We're not getting it right now. They piloted a program to make hydrogen tractors. And all of their line of hydrogen tractors are this really cool, like, off-white, almost white, kind of opal white, I think. And that green. And that their whole hydrogen line of tractors is green. Look it up. It's pretty cool. But anyways, I'm going to suffer through this tractor. Keep it filled as much as possible with fertilizer and seed. I'm going to have to get the fertilizer and seed trailers out and finish picking up this grass. So more to do. More to do for sure. But we'll be there soon enough. Catch you in a minute. Over at our new sunflower field. I know we talked about just doing this as cereal crops, but you know, whatever. Kind of fluid. I'm really loving how this farm is coming together and how all of these fields are... I love how it just contours with the land, and I don't know, each field feels special in its own way. I think that's a lot of fun. And I can't wait to get these cows started. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for the TMR to finish building, we've got some planting to do. I've got our two trucks, or buggies. I think that's what I just said I was going to call them, the buggies. Sitting over there waiting to get the call for more seed and more fertilizer, because this planter runs out of seed and fertilizer pretty quickly. But yeah, we're just going to sit here and finish this field and then potentially move over to the cow barn and start getting things set up for cows. So I'm going to go ahead and actually work on the cow barn a little bit more while this guy does his job. If we jump over to not this one, we have more straw to distribute to the cow barn. I still haven't figured out why these trailers are tipping so slowly. They're not modded in any way, but for some reason, whoever made them originally set their empty speed to be consciously low, just ridiculously low. Let's just put it there. And I don't know why they're dumping so slow. It seems really strange. I'll have to look at it. Unfortunately, yet another mod that I have to edit to be able to use effectively. It is what it is. It's just what it happens. I'm gonna jump over to the cow barn and tip these up and then see how the cow barns are doing. So I'm up at the shop and I've decided that I've had enough of these Fiats. They're just, I don't know, there's so much wrong with them. They're not really wrong with them. They're just finicky, annoying. The shifting is just driving me crazy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna repair, repaint, and sell. We're not gonna get very much for this. 32 grand, not a big deal because it was used. And then the other one is actually still doing the field, and that one is even more used. I think it's only worth about 5 grand. And we had some money roll in from all of our silage and some other stuff. And so we've upgraded. So we're upgrading to a pair of JCBs. And we have two. We have the JCB 3200. This is the 3200 fast track. This one's really nice. It's pretty cool. And then this is the 4190 fast track. Both are around, this one is 195 horsepower. This one is 190 horsepower. So they're well within the limits, but yeah. They have both have 4-wheel steering. And 4-wheel steering is the bee's knees when it comes to doing things fast. And they have a top speed of 65 kilometers an hour, which is nice and zoomy, plenty fast for delivering product across the map. And this should be able to power some of our everything just that little bit better, which I'm very excited about. So this was the plan all along from the beginning, was to eventually make enough money to get these. And it's pretty cool that we're doing this right at the end of year 1, going into year 2. So we've made great strides so far. Our planter is still planting, and actually we can probably switch over to this thing, see if it pulls the planter a little bit better. Let's do that. Yeah, this thing cruises. Very, very excited for this upgrade. So to switch this over, we need to do a couple things. So we're going to move this here. We're going to come in here and we're going to go save. So this is the rusty course. So we're going to save course, activate. It's the planter. And then we're going to let him go through his turn and go a little bit into the straight line, because whenever you start a new course or a new turn, if you start a couple notches in, it's much easier to line up. If you're switching tractors or you're refilling or whatnot, it's always easier to line up not here on the end of a turn, but in the middle of a line or in the middle of a row or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to switch over there, and then we're going to take the Fiat up to the store, get that one sold, which is not going to give us very much, and then come back with the other JCB. So we're going to go here. We're going to press our button to cancel the route. We're going to drop that. Put him over here so he's out of the way. Get our super fast JCB. I haven't tested this, but I'm pretty confident that it's going to do things a little bit better, move a little bit faster. Let's come in here and load that course. Load course. And then we're just going to come in here and say, go. And this just starts off in the middle of that course, starts right where we were. No problems. And as you can see, we're already doing better. That thing was kind of topping out at like 10 kilometers an hour. We're at least going 13, and hopefully we're going to be making corners a little bit smoother with that four-wheel steering. Yes, what a good change. JCB power for the win. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. All right, that's going solid. We're going to head back up to the store, sell this Fiat, and come down with the other fast track, which I think is actually even faster. If I remember correctly. Not 100% sure. Well, let's jump up to the store and get this thing sold. All right, rolling up. We're going to repair, repaint, because you always have to do that. 12 grand. That's it. That's all we're getting. Oh, well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Oh, we forgot to take the license plate off. See, we're on this map, and you know, it's a wilderness map. We don't need plates. Who cares? And this thing also goes 65. Doesn't have the light bar on the front, but that's okay. Turning's a little bit snappier, I think. This is a little wider as well, but essentially the same tractor. Both have essentially the same engine, and we have completed our upgrade. And I think that leaves us with all of our tractors being some kind of power transmission, whether it's CVT or otherwise. Which is great, because we're going to need it for all of our future steps, and I'm really tired of kind of drowning on those hills. I really wish we could actually upgrade to the 8000. The JCB 8000, even though it doesn't have four-wheel steering, is probably one of my favorite tractors in the game. But unfortunately, it's out of our budgetary restrictions for horsepower. Is that how you say it? Budgetary? I don't know. Either way, it's out of our budget limits for horsepower. So now that we've switched over our tractors, we have some awesome new tractors to work with. Our next harvest should be quicker and faster and more consistent. Look at that. It's already starting off really well. And we're going to have to clean up these corners. I think that's just a factor of the planter. Or maybe the fact that I only did 2 headlands instead of 3. Either way, we'll figure it out. And now that we're back up here, well, last thing to check before we kind of skip forward a bit is how we're doing. We need a roller. rollers next. How we're doing with our TMR production. So let's quickly check that out. Have to do some rolling. Have to pick up some pallets. Anyways, pallets are fixed. Let's check our productions and see how our production is going for our TMR. We already have 243,000 liters of TMR. Like, you see this? This is just amazing. We're hauling through the grass and hay and straw and silage. Everything's going perfect. Sweet. So maybe we head down to the other farm and start moving TMR over to the barns and start getting it ready for cows. That sounds fun. I think we'll use the JCB for that. Let me deliver this roller over to the field so the other JCB can roll once he's done, and then we'll start delivering TMR. Here's where the JCBs come into their own. I think it's going to be like we're coming in here at 65 kilometers an hour, and then we're towing a road train and brake. Remember all the crashing we had last time we tried to do that? So much better. So let's get out the TMR. Nice and fast. That tree might have to go. It's pretty close for that turn. But as you can see, our straw is pretty topped up. These are both set to left dump, I believe. And I think I fixed the tipping problem. So let's go in here and check. Let's go in here in the middle. Let's see what the tipping is. Sped it up a little bit, about 3 times faster than it was. Yeah, it was just super, super ultra slow. That's much better. Like that. It's a good speed. And then we'll get some more TMR. So I'm going to finish setting up these. Oh, look, even without the 4-wheel steering, it still makes that car turn. I'm going to finish setting up this barn, getting the food in there. We're full on water, full on straw, full on TMR. We are ready for cows as soon as I get this last load in here. So let me go ahead and do that. Did I not pull close enough? I just want to pull in close enough. There we go. So I think just to keep things simple, we'll probably get one kind of cow in one barn and one kind of cow in the other barn. So we'll probably get the brown ones in one barn, and I think there's a log there that's just sitting there. And the regular, I forget what they're called, cows in the other barn. The ones with the black and white spots. Don't they have a name? I'm very happy with my tractor purchase, if you can't tell. And there we go. We can actually obviously deliver more in here, but let's get some cows in here first to determine what our levels are. So come over here to this one. I think it's this one right here. We're going to get, in this one, we're going to get, how much money do we have? We don't have a lot of money. I'm gonna get the heifers. And we can have 400, but we don't have very much money. So I'm gonna start off with 30 of each heifers in each barn. Over time we'll get more. That's fine. Let's run over to this one over here and get 30 Holstein heifers. And there we go. We have cows. Yes, all of that process, all of that work, all coming into this. That's great. I'm excited about that. And then one mod that I've actually been finding very, very helpful lately is this little thing right here, the daily food, yearly food, because it tells, based on the number of animals you have in the pen, how much food they're going to need, which is super useful. So this number has to be greater than this number or they're not going to make it to the next month. So you got to make sure that this number is greater than this one. So you have to make sure you have enough food. And especially when you're running 400 or 500 cows or something like that, you have no idea how much they're going to take. And sometimes you have to have the food completely topped out for them to last the day. So like here we have 12,000 in food, but we only need 9,000 daily. For the sheep, 30,000 in food, but we only need 18,000 daily. So that little extra mod, which I believe is additional animal food info or something like that, or animal food info, really helps to calculate those numbers effectively. So I'm going to go ahead and bring over some more food, fill up the cow pens as much as possible, and we'll probably go in and roll that field up top once he's done. Looks like I do need to refill it, and we'll jump back in you when we're getting closer to our end of our day. It's been a simple day, not too much going on, but a day in the life of CalmLands nonetheless. So I don't know if it's like the hills here or the planter, but this planter misses more than anything else I've done on this specific field. Like there's a ton of cleanup to do. A little frustrating. Oh, doors are opening. Apparently the passenger door is open and I have no idea how to shut it. There we go. But yeah, there's a lot of cleanup to do on this field, but nonetheless, we have planted in sunflowers. And then the next step is going to be to put away the equipment. And once I'm done with this quick cleanup pass to make sure we get every little bit of land that we can, we'll roll the field. But we did pretty good today. We got a lot done. We got that big grass field cut. We made TMR. We got freaking cows, lots of cows, and we even got 2 new tractors. And I realized that I spent more money on new tractors than I did on cows. And I could have gotten a lot more cows if I didn't spend so much money on tractors. But maybe before the end of the day, I'll buy a few more cows just so we have a good amount to get started. Maybe 30 more in each of the 2 pens, which will give us 60, and then to grow from 60 to 400, or whatever those pens hold, shouldn't be too hard. But that's going to be it for the day. I know it's early in the day, but there's really nothing else to do. I could try to make up things to do, but this video is probably already gone long enough, and I'm sure you're ready for something else. So I want to go ahead and sign off. I want to say thank you for everyone for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Tell me what you think about my new tractors. I think I'm gonna have to take a new thumbnail. I took one before I started with no intention of buying new tractors, and then I went and bought new tractors, so I think I need a new thumbnail is in order. But tell me what you think about it down in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next one. We'll be continuing here on CalmLands very shortly, and hopefully getting closer to finishing this challenge off. But that's gonna be it for today. As always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.